Mark Denholm
at breakfast podcast.
Unbelievably, this is episode 211. Keep getting away with it every week. Welcome to the best bits of the Atom Radio Breakfast Show. And this is Mark Denholm from The Breakfast Show, guiding you through the next few minutes with the best bits that we've harvested this week. And on the way, time perception, food motivations, why you should reach for the stars if only your arms were long enough. I unveiled my sleep envy, and I am so jealous. We discovered the definition of eternal optimism. We discovered also excuses for getting caught speeding. I was the victim of mistaken identity. And also, how do you identify a liar? All on the way.
Mark Denholm
at breakfast podcast.
They do say, don't they, that you should never ever wish time away. But like I said last week, when it got to Friday, I couldn't believe how quick last week had gone. And yet it did. It raced on by, and here we are now with another weekend having raced on by. They always race on by, though, don't they? Weekends, only 2 days, and they always race on by. I'll be honest, for me, a weekend is usually 2.5 days, because I never work past lunch on a Friday anyway. I just won't do it. Therefore, weekends for me are 2.5 days, so a half day perhaps longer than some get for a weekend, and yet they race on by. And it's just annoying, really. Time just moves on by, and sometimes I sit and I think, do you know what? I didn't really make enough of that.
This is Mark Denholm
at breakfast.
Atom Radio.
18 minutes to 7 o'clock, Mark Denholm at breakfast on Atom Radio. If you're heading to the gym this morning, think on this. Drinking a cup of coffee before working out can burn fat cells, or can help burn fat cells more quickly. So there we are. If you're going to the gym this morning, have yourself a cup of coffee before you head out.
Mark Denholm
at breakfast.
This is Atom Radio.
Just learned this morning there are stars in the known universe that are cold enough to be touched by the human hand. However, I don't think there are human arms in the known universe long enough to reach the stars.
Mark Denholm
at breakfast podcast.
16 minutes to 7 o'clock morning then, Mark Denholm on Atom Radio. It takes the average person 7 minutes to fall asleep. Therefore, I am not average. I lie there at night. And I lie there, and I lie there, and I lie there. And eventually it happens. It doesn't happen within 7 minutes.
Mark Denholm at breakfast.
This is Atom Radio.
And we also conclude the journey through February today, with today being the 28th and no leap year until next year. That'll be it. I did see a pint of milk yesterday, though. The picture of the bottle was shared on Twitter, and the day on the pint of milk, best before February 30th. That is the definition of optimism, I think. Best before February 30th. Not even in a leap year can you get February 30th. So I'm guessing that milk then will be okay forever and ever and ever. And just thinking forward to next year, when there will be a February 29th. I don't know. That milk's going to last forever. It'll still exceed next year because the furthest you'll get is the 29th.
Mark Denholm
at breakfast.
This is Atom Radio.
The definitive top 5 of excuses you would give for getting caught speeding stack up like this. At 5, I didn't know that I was, but I'm so sorry if I was speeding, officer. At 4, my wife is in labour with our first child and I'm desperate to get there for the birth. At 3, I needed a wee and I didn't want to stop and go on the hard shoulder. At 2, my child needs a number 2. And the top reason that you would give to try and get off getting caught speeding: I thought you were chasing me until you put your blue lights on. Then when I realised it was you, I pulled over because I was trying to get to the police station in a hurry.
Mark Denholm
at breakfast podcast.
If you're thinking of breakfast, chocolate ice cream is highly recommended by this show. Chocolate ice cream has been proven to significantly reduce emotional and physical pain. Therefore, if you're waking up a bit sad, have a bowl of chocolate ice cream for breakfast.
This is Mark Denholm
at breakfast.
Atom Radio.
Know your self-worth. If you engage in a lot of negative self-talk, if you downplay your strengths and dwell on your weaknesses, if you're indecisive and second-guess even the smallest of decisions, if you find it hard to accept compliments, if you avoid speaking when in a group, if you do not feel worthy of the good things in life, and if you think others are better than you, then you do not know your self-worth and you show signs of self-worth.
Mark Denholm
at breakfast podcast.
Have you seen the video online? A fitness influencer has done a run and is vlogging her journey. She set up her tripod in a park nearby where she's finished, and then goes on to live stream an argument she has with a man who comes and sits on a bench. Some people say she's in the wrong, some people say he's in the wrong, some people say, well, he deliberately knew what he was doing, others say, well, she's just so rude for asking him to move. I don't know where I stand on that, if I'm honest. What I can tell you is that I wouldn't have done a 5k run, therefore I wouldn't be in a park with a tripod blogging the success of my 5k run. That you would not get.
Mark Denham.
At breakfast.
This is Atom Radio.
Every day after the show, I post a little best bit on the old social media channels and that. Somebody commented yesterday asking if I was a character from Breaking Bad, which obviously I am not. I then got asked if I could do an impersonation of said character from Breaking Bad. The only problem is, I've never watched Breaking Bad. I don't know who the character is. I don't know what they look like, what they sound like, and my impersonation, I feel, therefore, would fall very, very below expectation.
Mark Denham.
At breakfast. Podcast.
That today is fairly blur with thick cloud throughout the day. And this British summertime thing, right? British summertime starts on the 26th of March, which is when the clocks change. However, meteorological summertime doesn't begin until the 1st of June. So between March 26th and May 31st, you've got British summertime that isn't really summertime. And then the summer ends meteorologically on the 31st of August, but the clocks don't go back that early either. So there's a lot of confusion. However, today though, just be prepared to get damp today with very thick clouds.
Mark Denham at breakfast.
This is Atom Radio.
Morning. Welcome to Friday. Now, if I have asked you a question like today on Simplify Your Life Day, remove one thing to simplify your life, reply quickly, please. Otherwise, I may think you're lying. A new study finds delays in texting responses may indicate that the other person is lying. So next time you send a text or a WhatsApp, if that reply is not instant from when they read it, you know they're lying.
Mark Denham.
At breakfast. Podcast.
Of course, there is a third option in terms of messaging. There's the truth teller who replies straight away. There's the liar who takes forever to reply. And then there's just the person who reads your message and just darks you out altogether. There is that third option, which should always be remembered, you see. And if you message someone like that and you message them a couple of times and they don't get back to you, well, that's it. Just stop messaging them. And then when they message you, make them wait ages to reply, although then they may think you're a liar. I don't know. Now it's a non-win situation, is it not? Yeah. I'm still jealous, by the way, of those who get to sleep in 7 minutes. I went to bed last night and I laid there, and it was at least 30 minutes between going to bed and intending to go to sleep when I looked at the clock again and realised I'm still awake. This 7-minute thing, who falls asleep in 7 minutes? It's not me. Never has been, probably never will be. Don't forget to check out the show live Monday to Friday, 6 until 10 via atomradio.co.uk, and don't forget to subscribe to this.
Mark Denham.
At breakfast. Podcast.